As President Donald Trump continued to speak out against not fair trade during his trip to Japan on Sunday, he admonished Japanese automakers, asking them to build their cars in the United States. Rebuilding your cars in the United States instead of shipping them over. Is that possible to ask? That's not rude. Is that rude? I don't think so. Trump's comments might not have been rude, but they were at the very least not accurate by decades, and millions of cars. As reported by CNN Money, Japan's big three car makers, Honda, Toyota, and Nissan, have operated substantial manufacturing facilities in the U.S. for decades, and their production in America is at a record high. Nissan and SANF says that it sold 1.5 million vehicles in the U.S. last year, and made 1 million in the country, although some of those were for export. Honda HMC locally manufactured 70% of the 1.2 million vehicles it sold in the U.S. in 2016. Toyota TM, meanwhile, built 2.1 million cars at its North American plants last year. It didn't respond to a request for more detailed statistics. In addition, CNN Money reports, the Japan Automobile Manufacturers Association estimates its members not only built nearly 4 million vehicles in the U.S. last year, but that auto exports from Japan to U.S. have declined by almost 60% over the past 30 years, from 3.5 million in 1986 to just over 1.5 million in 2016. As for the remaining 1.5 million imports, Japanese automakers, like their German counterparts, Daimler, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, and Volkswagen, don't manufacture all models outside of the country. Twitter was quick to jump on Trump's comments. Our festivities begin with CBS White House correspondent Mark Knoller setting the table. First, Trump asks Japanese automakers if they could build their cars in the U.S. and not just ship them over. Mark Knoller at Mark Knoller, November 6, 2017. Alapundit wondered who was going to break the news to Trump. Who's gonna tell him? https://t.coduk 7 Kyo. Alapundit at Alapundit, November 6, 2017. Daniel W. Dresner mocked the art of the deal author. What a dealmaker. https://t.coprovdcooked. Daniel W. Dresner at Dan Dresner, November 6, 2017. As did Matthew Iglesias, who thought Japanese automakers would agree with Trump's request, given they're already building millions of cars in the U.S. every year. I bet they will agree to this. https://t.coclerk1cree. Matthew Iglesias at Matt Iglesias, November 6, 2017. While all Matt Christman could think of was President Brain Genius, 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 President Brain Genius. https://t.co1ivawooch3l. Matt Christman at Cushbomb, November 6, 2017. S.A. Barton wondered why Trump or an didn't do a bit of research beforehand. Imagine if at POTUS had someone who could discover the fact that Toyota and Honda are the most U.S.-made cars. Kogoe to Imstal. S.A. Barton and Sci-Fi at Tau 23, November 6, 2017. I mean, doesn't Trump employ anyone who can spend 15 seconds on Google like I did? Geez. S.A. Barton and Sci-Fi at Tau 23, November 6, 2017. Elaine Taylor answered S.A.'s question. The Google, Breitbart, InfoWars, and Fox News. They aren't allowed to access facts outside of the Trump bubble. Elaine Taylor at Justice Law, November 6, 2017. And so it went. To be fair, Trump also said right now our trade with Japan is not fair and it isn't open. He has a point in one respect. Japan for decades has had in place tough tariff restrictions against the import of foreign cars. But ironically, Trump in January formally withdrew the U.S. from the Asia-Pacific Trade Agreement, negotiated in 2015, which would have phased out Japanese tariff quotas.